Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you guys could please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys can leave a comment down below, even better. Come on guys, you know the drill. It's Tuesday morning, it's about 6:30, bright and early. Well, it's not bright yet, it's still dark, but we are back in the shop. We had a good day yesterday. We are off to a good start for the week. I'm feeling accomplished so far, and today I'm about to get some more stuff done, so I'm excited. Today in the shop, well, for starters, we have this is actually one of my mechanic Red's cars. He's getting ready to move on to bigger and better things, and so we both are. So anyways, he's got this pulled in. I think it might be something with the timing, not sure, but anyways, he's gonna take a crack at this today and try to see if he can't get it fixed up so he can get it out of here. But anyways, in the lift bay we have a 2013 Bmw 335Is. It's a beautiful car. It's pretty modded out, as you can see. It's severely lowered. It's on some pretty fancy looking wheels. We got some side skirt splitters there. We got lots of carbon fiber bits. It looks like he's got some tint on his headlights there. He's got some carbon fiber mirror caps. Looks like his side markers are smoked out. Tinted. I'm assuming it's on H&R springs. This appears to be a wrap. Yeah, it's definitely a wrap. So that's not a real carbon fiber door, but kind of matches his carbon fiber theme. It appears that he has tint on his taillights. These could potentially be clear coated. They actually do look clear coated. They look like there's a little bit of a run there. I didn't do these, but anyways, whoever did do them didn't do a bad job. Just probably should have took care of that run. But anyways, it's got a pretty nice little carbon fiber duckbill, carbon fiber license plate cover with a smoked lens, carbon fiber diffuser, some pretty fancy shiny tips poking out there. This car is beautiful on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's got red guts, got the red door cards, red seats, red back seats to match, armrest cover, and the steering wheel is probably one of my favorite things, although just pulling it in even, it was super weird to get used to. I'm sure after a while you'd get used to it, but almost seems dangerous if you're turning, so I'm not really sure. I know that some of the Teslas, I believe the Plaid models come like that as well, but I believe that is an M series steering wheel, and he's got some M series door sill covers as well. But anyways, yeah, that steering wheel is really nice. It's got the red in the center. It's got the like carbon looking right there. It's got the suede on the side. Beautiful steering wheel. It's got the paddle shift, of course. But yeah, pretty rad car. Sounds really good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. Now this is an inline 6-cylinder engine. It is twin turbo. Looks like it's got a little carbon fiber valve cover. As you can see there, I don't know if you guys can see that red that's kind of laced in the carbon. Now I'm not sure if that's real carbon or not, but that looks pretty rad. I don't know if you guys can see that red in the camera, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty modded out. It looks like he's got a lot of like charge pipe couplers and a lot of things changed out. He's got some air intakes on here. He's got some filters. It looks like he's got an HKS blow-off valve, one of my favorites. I put those on all my turbo cars. But yeah, lots of modifications on this thing, but she sounds really good. So what we're doing today is we're going to be installing these Vibrant Performance resonators. Of course, there's two of them. Take one out of the box here and give you guys a look. Now you're not gonna see these, of course. They're gonna be underneath the car, but yeah, we're gonna be installing these Vibrant Performance resonators. And then we are also going to be removing the stainless tips that he has on there. And we're going to be mocking these carbon wrapped M-style tips in place. So you can see we're going to have that coming out. It'll go with his carbon fiber look. So we'll be removing these and installing these carbon tips, as well as installing the Vibrant Performance resonators. I'll go ahead and start up this car for you guys. Kind of wanted to get like a little before and after too. All right. Pretty nasty sounding. Alright, let it cycle for a second here, and we'll go ahead and shut that off. Yeah, this guy's been in here before. Cool kid. So he's been bugging me for a couple weeks now to get this car in, and I actually had him scheduled last week originally, but just got too busy and a little behind, and we had to reschedule him out a week out. So anyways, Mikey's coming in today, and if you don't know, Mikey comes in once a week. We call him Mustang Mike. He is a veteran mechanic. He is a veteran hot rod builder. He's a veteran car racer, drag racer, drifter, you name it. He's built lots of hot rods, built lots of engines. He's built twin turbo drift cars. He's amazing at drag racing, drifting, you name it. You guys can look him up, Mike Goddard, on YouTube. I'm sure you guys will find some videos of him drifting. Anyways, he is a master fabricator. I mean, you name it, he can do it. So he's amazing. And basically, he comes in once a week. We trade work. He usually just ends up doing a lot of the things I don't want to do, or sometimes I'll run into a problem and he'll just come in and he'll just fix it. So makes the world go around. So Mikey comes in once a week and works for me. And so anyway, he also worked at an exhaust shop. He used to do a lot of custom exhausts, roll cages, stuff like that. So we are gonna have him, whenever it comes to some like fancy custom exhaust work, I usually schedule it on days that he's gonna be here. So we're gonna get this car up on some boards, get the lift under it because it is lowered, and get it up on the rack, and we're gonna have him do the resonator and tip install. So he's really good at exhaust, so he ain't worried about it. Pretty easy one. Haven't gotten to the bike yet. We're gonna get to that. I was able to get some time in on the Ford Fiesta, so I've been picking away at this. I still got a couple things left to do, but we do have the seat belt retractor replaced. We do have the driver's side knee bolster airbag replaced. We still got to clear the SRS lights. I haven't done that yet. I still got to install the headlight bulbs, and it looks like I actually have a marker light out as well, I noticed. So we got to put some bulbs in there. I was able to get the wheel liners all attached. Got a brand new wheel liner installed on that side, and I was able to get the wheel liner attached on that side. Got all the clips, everything underneath. Wheel liner looks pretty good. This is the replacement wheel liner. I just went ahead and installed the new one since we had it. Of course, after the detail's done, I'm gonna go ahead and install that door handle. So we'd have just a couple things yet to do, and then we'll do the color sanding and buffing. We'll get this thing washed up and out the door. Now, the customer did request that I keep it for a little bit longer, and she wanted me to drive it because she was experiencing some mechanical issues. So she was experiencing a misfire on cylinder 2 and 4. She did say she changed the spark plugs and the coils and the cam sensors and stuff like that, but I haven't diagnosed it myself, so I'm of course gonna give it a drive and see what codes are pulling up, and we'll go from there and try to get her all fixed up and ready to go. And I still want to put a serpentine belt as well on this thing, so because there was a little bit of wear on it from the old core support being crushed up into the pulleys. So overall, she's pretty much there, guys. Pretty much done. We also got our muffler replacement for the Honda CR-V that's going to come in tomorrow for the hitch receiver install. So we're going to be doing a hitch receiver, and while we're under there, we'll go ahead and do the muffler as well. We also got our tailgate in. Now that's the one we got this as a replacement for. This was pretty rough. I did get the company to issue me a to compensate for my labor. So they did compensate me for my labor to repair this one. It's pretty common to get a panel with a bent corner or a couple little tiny dings, which is no big deal. You just fix them up real quick. This one was a little more than I like to admit that was beat up, but it's still solid, so nothing was too heavy. I pulled that dent out, so nothing. This is just all skim coats. 90% of this will get sanded off, and we'll go ahead and apply a few coats of high build primer. We'll carve it out, and we'll get it sealed up, put in a silver base, and buried in clear. So it'll look amazing when it's all done. We also have the original. Now we already have a replacement cap. This this handle is okay, so we're going to be removing this so he has the same lock cylinder. We're going to be removing the cover here. We are not going to be doing the bed liner. We're going to send that out to Line-X. We can spray Line-X liner here, or I mean, sorry, Raptor liner here, but that is a cold spray, not a hot spray. And I just told the customer, if you use your bed, it is just not going to hold up like Line-X or the Rhino linings would. So I'm going to go ahead and send them out to probably Rain Cap, and he'll go ahead and get the inner part of the tailgate recoated in Line-X. But I did ask him to drop this off so I can get all his hardware, his latches, his cables, his emblems, all off. So anyways, there's that. So I really wanted to get this carved out yesterday so I could get it in primer. I didn't have time, but I am gonna make sure I try to get this in high build primer today. It's one of my first main priorities before we get Mikey's Integra GSR in, because we are gonna be probably doing some exhaust work on that after the BMW is out, as well as try to fix up some of the trim that goes around the windows, because we couldn't find any replacement trim. And let's see here. We're gonna be doing some like satin trim blacking around the windows of the Integra, because I don't know if you guys know, they have like a trim that goes around the windows on the GSRs that's black, and the black coating peels off. And same thing with down here. Mine are recoated, so we're just gonna go ahead and probably recoat his as well. So I got the coupe hiding out in the spray booth. It's nice and safe in here. Anyways, also I'd like to try to see, I'm hoping by the end of the week, as long as I get the Fiesta done, I have some time, I'll go ahead and blast out these bumper covers. One's gonna be white, one's gonna be black, so we are gonna be spraying these on opposite corners of the spray booth. This is for a Kia Forte, and this is for a 2012 Toyota Camry. So this is going to be a Toyota 040 paint code, and this is going to be the FAB, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but is I believe a solid black on a 2015 Kia Forte. So there you guys have it. I got a few cars outside right now. I got Michael next door working on a 2006 Chevy Silverado. He's doing a full tune-up, front and rear brakes, and he's also replacing a driver's side power window regulator. Ball joints are kind of old. They're not bad, but they're not great. I am going to recommend rebuilding the front end. Their tires are shot, so of course when we replace the tie rod ends and stuff like that, they're going to need an alignment, and probably I'm going to recommend, of course, them getting new tires as well. So we are probably not going to tackle the ball joints today. I'm going to go ahead and order a nice kit online and get a kit coming, and so we'll go ahead and deliver their Silverado to them this week, and in a couple weeks we'll probably have them come back in for the front end rebuild, and then we'll go ahead and send it out to alignment and maybe get some new tires put on it as well. So anyways, get excited, guys. Very pumped. That BMW is absolutely beautiful. And you guys, if you guys have been watching my channel, you guys know that these are not my type of cars. I do love luxury cars, preferably in SUV form most of the time. As far as cars, I prefer the tuner style cars, although this is a twin turbo, so it's pretty tunered out, but it's very luxury at the same time. So, but I mean, you can't hate this car. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I want to thank you guys again for watching, and get excited, guys. Like I said, we got lots of videos coming. We got car runs and car meets and car shows all planned for the summer. We're gonna be out boating. Carmen and I are gonna, of course, do some road trips and stuff too. So I'm gonna bring the camera along so you guys can enjoy that as well. I'm gonna get some DIYs and some how-tos up here soon. I have one detailed one filmed. I have a list on the wall of some other videos I plan on filming for you guys. And I'm just trying to get better at picking up the camera while I'm doing things during the day, so I can show you guys how to remove various door handles, you know, door panels, you know, headlights, bumpers, things like that. Anything I think that's kind of unique that I should put online that I don't think it's been covered before. Now you can see I got some videos there. I'm gonna do a lens restore, and I'm gonna do an engine bay cleaning, and a how to kill rust. Now I already have a night shading taillights video on another channel that's over 100,000 views, one of the best videos on night shading on the interwebs. I also have an engine bay cleaning video that I believe is in the 40 or 50,000 view range. That's real simple, but I've been doing it for years, so I'm going to do another coverage on this channel and try to give you guys a quick overview on what I do to keep your engine bay clean. So like I said, we're gonna have some changes in here. Red's moving on, and things are gonna be changing, so we're gonna be doing something a little bit different over here in the corner. Of course, it's got a bunch of stuff that's not gonna be here, like that motor's gonna be gone, the moped, the little moped parts, stuff like that. That big toolbox is gonna be gone. So we have a little bit more space over here. We're gonna get it cleaned up. We're gonna get everything wiped down, degreased, the walls cleaned. We're gonna do some painting if we have to. We're gonna get the tripods down here, and we're gonna probably be doing a lot more filming in this bay. So get excited. Like I said, we're moving forward, bigger and better things, all of us, so we got to keep growing. I have big plans for the shop, not only just here, but when we finish up here as well. This is not a forever place. This is a temporary place. We are going to be upgrading eventually, so stay tuned, guys. Get excited. Please like this video. I really appreciate all the likes, all the comments. Lets me know who's watching, so please leave me a comment down below. Just say hi, I don't care. Ask a question, I'll answer anything. Anyways, like the video, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.